He's using Comsat though, and here comes two attacks. Oh wow, nice work there by Midas picking off another one of Firebathero's tanks. Of course, 2 hits on one tank plus 2 Wraiths hits will call off a tank. And Firebathero is using the SCV well though, repairing his tanks and making sure they don't get killed faster than they should be. Midas bringing a couple of vultures down the left side here, and he's going to be going for a harass directly on Firebathero's main. Here comes the fast vultures, and there's luckily 2 tanks that appear just at the right time, so they can't sneak into the main base, and it seems that this attack is not going to succeed for Midas, but he has managed to plant some mines here and split apart Firebathero's forces a little bit. And force him to waste a scan, of course, to get rid of them. Looks like he's actually not going to, he's just going to march through there. And with enough units, you can do that. Midas also getting his production up. I think there were 6 factories for him, and it looks like 6 for Firebathero going up. So this game sort of has equalized itself. I'd say Firebathero has overall gained a little bit of an advantage, but not by much. Not by much, certainly at all. And Midas still has the slightly higher tech because he does have that starport up. I'm surprised that neither player has gone for dropships just yet. We did see this in that game between Nada and Zelos that I casted a while ago, where neither player went for dropships until very, very late in the game. Both players stuck to tanks and vultures for a very long time. And it was basically just a lot of back and forth and maneuvering for the center here, and we could be seeing that for quite a long time. Although I do expect the first player to go for dropships to have a bit of an advantage, because they'll just be able to drop upon those tanks and take out some of those contains. Meanwhile, though, a lot of vultures going down for Midas, but Firebathero on top of the game here, bringing down his vultures to block, and so Midas does not get into Firebathero's base. He only has 1 more vulture than, maybe 2 more vultures now, more than Firebathero, but I don't think Firebathero is going to let him into this base at all. Yeah, and more vultures coming out for Firebathero, so this attack is gone for Midas. Firebathero nicely done there, but Midas is now taking the opportunity to move some of his main army south here. I think Firebathero is forced to bring back some tanks in that little attack there to take care of it. And here comes a lot of vultures and tanks for Midas, going to be sieging up here, but he's sieging them up piecemeal, and I think Firebathero is actually getting free hits off before they're actually sieged up, so that's a little bit poor by Midas. I think he should have either sent in some units to attract the fire, or siege them up at the same time at least, move them in all at once. And Firebathero has the SCV there repairing. Midas looks like he's actually going to retreat here, deciding that the southern pass is not going to, well, the western pass rather, cannot be breached, and he might be going for attack down the middle now. He definitely is playing very aggressively. He's not using a starport though. Starport's still flying and burning there, so not going to do anything with it. And wow, a lot of vultures coming in, and Firebathero might be forced to fight here. Looks like he's actually trapped 3 tanks here. Firebathero's got 3 tanks trapped here, and Midas is sieging up with a lot more tanks. I think his main army is brought to the middle. Yeah, a lot more tanks for Midas. We'll see if Firebathero can reinforce this small outpost quick enough. Midas moving in with his tanks though. Firebathero, oh nice, getting a shot off, and Midas not sieging all of his tanks up. Poor control by Midas. I think he's not killing off that army, and that's definitely going to hurt him, because Firebathero actually has reinforcements coming up, so poor play by Midas, I think, costing him a grand opportunity there to pick off that army of Firebatheros, which was pretty much half of his army, and now Firebathero actually getting the first shot off, and killing lots of tanks. Wow, really, really amazing here. I don't know how all those tanks got melted away by Firebathero, how he melted away all of Midas' tanks there. FBH now coming in. No, this is Midas coming in with an attack from the north here, with a lot of vultures. You can see them on the minimap, a lot of purple blob there. And it seems like he's going to be going for a sort of flank attack, but it's going to be too late for that. His front tanks are already getting killed off here by the combined forces of Firebathero, and all he has is a lot of vultures. I think he's going to try to sneak them into Firebathero's base. He's planting a lot of mines to block the attack from Firebathero, but Firebathero just scans and gets rid of some of these mines. We'll see if he decides to pursue these vultures or go right for the jugular here. Midas does have a couple of tanks in front of his base to protect him, but I don't know how much of a match they're going to be for all those tanks of Firebathero. Meanwhile, though, Midas coming in with us harass on the south. He's trying to get Firebathero to stop this push here, but I don't know if Firebathero is going to bite for it, though. He might be able to defend with just his reinforcing tanks. And Midas looks like he's getting his expansion at the 12. Firebathero is trying to get his at the 6. both going for that second expansion. Here comes an attack from Firebathero at Midas' new expansion, getting warded off though by Midas' vultures. And it seems that Midas' attack in the south was quite successful, managing to pick off most of the SCVs there and stopping the production there. Now he's going to back off, but temporarily he stopped Firebathero's push on his main, which was, I think, the most important part of that attack. And Firebathero, yeah, now forced to clean out the mines. Ooh, close there, but not getting any hits off with those mines. So I think Firebathero's bought himself into a superior position. That Midas is fighting back quite hard. I'm still surprised that that neither player has gone for a starport yet, gone for the dropships yet. And here comes Midas with a big attack in the center here. He's going to be using his vultures. He needs to plant some mines, though. Firebathero still has more tanks alive, and Midas is actually getting killed off here. Midas' tank's not in the correct position to kill off those two central tanks, and Firebathero manages to hold the middle there. I'm really surprised considering how many vultures Midas had pouring in. But Firebathero holds the center, and I think he's definitely gained an advantage here in this game because of this. Firebathero now pushing in with more tanks. He has the high ground, which is going to give him a tremendous advantage. 70% miss rate, of course, going up the hill. And yeah, I want to tell Midas right now to go and plant that starport and build a dropship or two, but I think he's just too starved for gas right now. Off of two bases, it is hard to continue building your tanks and then go for any other kind of attack, especially if your opponent's putting as much pressure as Firebathero is putting on him. It seems that both players are mined out in their mains. So Firebathero, I think he's re-established at 6 o'clock though, so he's not going to be anywhere behind Midas' economy. And both players using their vultures to clear off some mines. Here comes Firebathero with another harass, but it's going to get pushed off. But he's brought a couple of tanks to reinforce here, so this is the point where Firebathero can start abusing his advantage. Oh, and Firebathero has raids of his own. The observer didn't show that happening, so I don't think Midas knew about it either. And Midas is not prepared for this at all. Midas does not have any glides out, and these raids from Firebathero could make all the difference here. Looks like Firebathero is going to deny another expansion going up, and he's going to slowly pick away these defending tanks. Firebathero with 4 raids now picking off these tanks. Here comes the first glides for Midas. Firebathero looks like he doesn't have cloak mode for his tanks, for his vultures, raids rather. Yeah, he only has a starport, no control tower. He does pick off the opposing starport though. And so Firebathero definitely taking a commanding position, although Midas, I wouldn't call him out of the game. He isn't, his economy hasn't been hurt at all really, and neither has Firebathero's. It's just that he's behind on units and behind on position. But in Terran versus Terran, as everyone says, position is everything. It's like real estate, location, location, location. And here comes Midas going for another positional attack, but Firebathero is just almost a psychic here, bringing his tanks exactly at the right position to ward off this attack, and so basically Midas fails once again on this attack. And Firebathero actually is going to go for an advance here on the western route, pushing north, and Midas' attack has become a retreat here. He needs to move those tanks, but those Firebathero's vulture is getting all amongst those tanks. Nice work by Firebathero pulling off those this attack here and changing a defense into a counterattack of his own. And oh, nice! Wow, those Goliaths getting killed off by that mine there. And this Terran vs. Terran is actually quite exciting, I have to say. It's more than the standard dropship fest, macro fest that we usually see. I think it's because both players went for the early rush, and Midas went for that strange Wraith rush that didn't pan out because I think he misused his Wraiths. Firebathero now with his raids, once again targeting Midas' attempts to expand. Midas basically pinned in on both sides here. And wow, Midas barely managing to clean up this attack from Firebathero, but Firebathero has definitely delayed the expansion once again. So Midas is trying to get up his third expansion. Firebathero, meanwhile, has an expansion up, but whoa, GG coming from Midas. Really fast GG from Midas. I guess he just felt that he couldn't get that fourth base up in time, or the third base up in time, and he just really just didn't feel like he could play anymore. And oh, Firebathero, what's he doing? Oh, just a little bit of a spin move there. Nice, nice. Showing that, I don't know, he's a whirlwind. Maybe he thinks he's the Tornado Terran or something, but that's nada. And getting high fives from his team. Yeah, anyway, so I definitely recommend you guys watch Samson Khan versus Lake Half earlier this week for some more hot Firebathero action. I'll leave you with a story that has nothing to do with Firebathero, but this weekend when I was at the beach with my dog on Long Island Sound, there was these horseshoe crabs. I think it was like mating season for horseshoe crabs. And they were just like all over the place, flipped over, and I just couldn't stop thinking of Guardians whenever I saw them. Like, they just look like Guardians from like the underside with like all those legs. It's creeping the hell out of me. I wanted to like kill them, but my dog just barked at them and chased them away. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. This is Cholerasc signing off.